Hello, my gorgeous sisters. Let's do a simple look today. Here we go. The Flawless Brightening Concealer in Light 26N. It's really super light application and does not settle into my fine lines and wrinkles, so I absolutely love it. All right, and I've already put my brows on, which is the Joie brow pencil in taupe. Currently using taupe. I do like the blonde. Sometimes I buy both. It's whatever I like at the time. Sometimes I like them a little darker. Sometimes I like them a little bit lighter. And then I'm going to come in. I ran out of my Covergirl Advanced Radiance, so I'm finishing up this Rimmel Stay Matte. And this is in the color Sandstorm 004. Using a little brush here, and I'm just going to go ahead and lighten these up a little bit, make them look a little bit more natural by applying powder. This also helps to keep the brow pencil from smearing and smudging, and as you can see the difference between this eye and this eye here, this brow I meant, and this brow. Just adding that little bit of powder there just helps kind of blend it in and make it look more natural. And it also cancels out the gold hue in the brow pencil. If you can see, notice I'll come in a little closer. See what a difference that makes. So if your brow pencil color is just a little bit off, you might want to take a very light shade of powder and just kind of press it on into the hairs. Looks kind of unnatural at first, but as the day wears on, that powder kind of dissipates. Much better. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put on our eyeshadow. That way, if we have any fallout, we're not letting it go onto our face where we're going to put our foundation on. So I'm going to go use the e.l.f. palette here, this one, Rosewater. I love this palette. I've bought this so many times. If you're not familiar with this one, let me do a little bit of samples on my finger here. Here's the color palette on this one. It's gorgeous. It's cool. It's perfect for my light-skinned beauties out there, light to medium. Gorgeous. First, a little coffee. Oh my God, that's good. The simple pleasures in life. All right. Now I'm coming in with my ever fabulous, this thing has been through it all. I got this at Walgreens. It's the double-ended shadow brush. I love it. Fluffy side, placement side. This thing has traveled with me everywhere. All right, so we're going to go in with that color right there. I'm going to go into this crease area with this color. Not a professional here on this, so I do the best I can. There we go. Add that. And then I go with this first color here. It's light, it's pearlescent. If the pearlescent colors don't work for you, I totally understand. Then you may try Wet n Wild's Brulee, and that is a matte yellowish tone that's great neutral. And I'm going to come up underneath the brow for the highlight. And if you're one of my sisters who have darker skin, you can take this palette and modify its usage by adding these two colors together, this one and this one. So dip here first and then add the dark color in just to give you a darker crease color. But if you're more lighter to medium skinned, then this one will work quite well. But you could add a little cocoa brown from another palette into this color and deepen it just slightly. I do like to mix mine now because it's more customized. All right, so now that we have it on, now we can go ahead and line our eyes with this darker color here. I always like to have a microfiber towel when I'm doing this from the Dollar Tree. It is excellent for removing the color off your brushes to go in with another color. And I'm using the Teximo brushes from Amazon with the wooden handles. They're really pretty, very inexpensive. And I'm going to be using this tip here. We're going to take it in with that darker color on the end here. This is not a matte color, but it's not a super shimmer either. Tap it off, and then I'm just going to go in, and I'm currently not using any pencils at all. I haven't used any pencils in almost 2 years now. And you know, makeup's costly now, so look at that. It does a great job. You don't really need pencils. If you have setting spray, that's good. If you live in a humid climate, this may not work for you. The pencils, the 24-hour pencils will work better, but I just love to use eyeshadow as liner because you can really blend it. And I think it doesn't give quite as harsh of a line. Now I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Poreless Primer. I love this stuff. It's a repurchase for me. It's clear, silicone free, and I just like to put it here, here, and here. This is where I have large pores, especially here around my chin area. And it shrinks them in seconds. And I have tried it up around here too, where I have those ugly lines. I thought, what else could it shrink? It'd be nice if it shrunk a lot of stuff, right? Shrink the lines. Anyway, all right, so that's my prep step. And before this, of course, you want to put on your sunscreen if you use sunscreen. And unless your foundation has sunscreen on it, and I put on my lotion, I do all that before I put on my makeup, before I even do my shadow and my brows. Now we're ready for foundation, and I am loving the Covergirl True Blend. This is so good. I will show you how good it is right now. As you can see, I've worked my way down my second bottle of this. I've been using this for a couple of years now. I stopped using the Bare Minerals. I felt like it was drying. I may go back to it, I don't know, but for right now, I'm loving the liquid. So let's put some of this on. And what I do to put this on is so easy because this is such a forgiving foundation. I do like a little bit like that, like a dime size amount. And I wash my hands first, of course. And you want to put on sunscreen because this doesn't have sunscreen in it. And I just put it on my face like this, initially pat it down. And then I just, like lotion, I just put this on and I love this method of application. I have stopped using sponges because sponges are costly. They don't last as long as I think they're going to last. And when I'm putting my makeup on and I need to get in and around here, because I do put my brows on first, I guess I could put my brows on last, but just getting in the creases here and pressing the foundation into my skin and into some places, you know, where I have more deeper wrinkles, it just works for me. But the great part about this foundation is that I'll show you, I'll come up close, is that you can apply it with your hands. And when you do, there's no streaking, no fingerprints where your hands have been. It just lays so beautifully. And it's the perfect hydration level. It's not too hydrating, so you're not going to get like a shiny face. So it's just beautiful. It's beautiful all on its own, just like this. And it's so simple just to put it on with your hands. It makes for a quick application. And they have so many colors to choose from. It's just, and the price point and everything, and the glass bottle and the pump. This, I mean, if you did this, I think if you did this in a blind test against high-end foundations, I think people would mistake this for a higher end foundation for sure. So it's one of my absolute faves. And then I'm going to go in, because I am trying to still finish up this Rimmel Matte, and I'm just using it to set my makeup. But instead of putting powder all over my face, I'm just doing it up here, kind of setting all of my eye makeup and coming down into here and down and around. I'm skipping this area entirely because I do have some deep wrinkles there. The powder falls into those and it doesn't really look that great. So, but you can set your whole face with it. But I do really just like to just put the powder where I need it, just to kind of set everything. So there we go. Now, I don't always do this step, but I do use a little contour as bronzer during the summertime. And this is the Essence Contouring Palette. And this is light skin. So they just have a few choices. And I generally use this color to set my eyebrows and sometimes use it on my lids prior to putting on my shadow. But I do use this as a bronzer because it's beautiful. It's beautiful, it's smooth, it's silky, it's not too golden. It is absolutely the perfect color. So it's so great. And you can bronze and highlight with it. So it's a winner in my book, and the price point, of course, is fantastic. So I just take my brush and I put a little bit on. You do want to tap it off so that you don't have too much. You just want a little bit. Just want to dust it around your face. I go around. Sometimes I'll pinch my brush and I'll just do a little bit of contouring on the nose because I have a little bit of a bulbous nose here. You don't want to do too much, just a little teeny bit. And then, you know, if you feel like you want cheek contour, just squish this together and just give it a little contour there. And then, of course, we all want the chiseled chin. I do. I want my chiseled. So I just put it up and around here and down under here. And as you put the darker color in, that will make parts you don't like recede, and light brings things forward. So working with those two mediums, you can kind of sculpt your face, if you will. I should have done this step prior to putting the powder on, but I'll do it now. I have a big age spot right there, and I really don't like it. So it's quite large. I do like my freckles. I do like imperfections in my skin. It's fine. But this big sunspot kind of bothers me. So I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me in 10, and I'm just going to put a little bit there just to cover that spot. And just pat it in. Make it disappear. Okay, I think that's good. Come back in a little bit with the powder and kind of set that. Perfect. All right, let's move to the next thing. We're going to go for our blush. I've been using this blush for a few years now, and I have not hit the bottom of the dish here. And this is the e.l.f. Putty Blush in Bora Bora. And I have my little brush here, which is kind of a very small flat head. And it just fits perfectly in that little pot. And I just stick it in there, and I kind of just stipple it on. You want to go a little bit higher on the cheeks, not too low, drags your face down a little bit. Just go a little bit higher. As we get older, we have to kind of do a little facelift makeup action. And I just find that sitting right on top of that bone there, you feel your bone, just get it right on top of there and blend it up and out instead of down here, which is going to change your face shape a little bit. This just kind of feel like it lifts me up a little bit. All right, fantastic. Let's move on to the next step. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is let's do our lips right now because I just want to. All right, so I am using the Essence lip liner. This color is legendary, and it is legendary. This is the best nudie pencil I have ever used because it's not too, it doesn't cast a weird color. Look at that. Is that neutral or what? That is so beautiful. I think this would look good on every skin tone, and it's affordable. So just love this color. Pretty nude. And for the price, you can't beat it. Love this. And then we're going to go in with the matching lipstick in the same color of Legendary. And this is kind of like a brown color. Put it right next to that. See, they match perfectly. So if you want a perfect match on your lip liner lipstick combo, this is great. Also inexpensive, and this is also gluten-free for those of you out there who are gluten-free like myself. Have to watch what lipstick I put. Can't ingest gluten, so very creamy, very good. Not super long wearing, but just a gorgeous lipstick. Very high quality. I love the bullet. I love the container, the rose gold. It's so pretty. The cap snaps on pretty good, and it's for the price point. It's such a fantastic lipstick, and I think it will look good on a lot of women. All right, I'm going to tone down my blush just a little bit. Put a little bit of powder on there, just tone it down a little bit. All right, great. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to try out a new mascara. And this is the Almay Volume and Condition Mascara. So let's give it a whirl. But before you do, I will read it to you so that you can know what you're getting. This is the Volume and Condition Mascara. It nourishes, volumizes, and strengthens lashes. It's 100% plant-derived bristles plus lash conditioning complex. This is in the color Black Brown. I think Black Brown is a little less harsh than black, and I'm kind of going back to it. I was wearing black. Let me read you a little bit more on the back just to give you a better idea. Volumizing mascara that loves your lashes. Our conditioning formula hydrates and instantly volumizes lashes from root to tip for a clump-free, fanned out lash look. Formulated with a lash carrying complex, lashes look fuller, longer, and stronger. Easily apply this lightweight, buildable formula that is smudge proof and non-flaking. Wears up to 24 hours. Eco-friendly packaging, partially made with post-consumer recycled materials, which is awesome. So you have everything, and it is cruelty-free as well, and it is ophthalmologist tested as well, and it is fragrance-free, which is great. That's what I look for in a mascara. I want smudge-proof, flake-proof. I want it to be long-wearing, but I don't want it to stay on my lashes so strongly that it's hard to get off at the end of the day, and it pulls my lashes off with it. So I love everything about this, the natural bristle brush, all of that stuff. So Almay, often Almay gets kind of looked over in the makeup community, but they do have really good products. And this is retails for about $9. I will put everything down in the description box below. So let's take a look at this brush. It looks like it has a slight curve in it. It's not too large in compared to my finger, so you can see. I would say it's pretty average. So let's try this out and see what this does. Definitely volumizes instantly. Look at that. And I will update you in the comment section below how the wear was during the day, how easily the removal was. And my full review will be down in the description box below. But so far, I'm really liking this. And now I normally try products out for you and I before I do the video, because I don't want to promote something and then, you know, a day after using it, I go, oh my God, this was a terrible product. And then, so I want to make sure you're getting a good review on it. So do check the description box below. By the time this video goes up, I will have the full information on this mascara down there. But so far, I like it, and it gives me volume, thickness. It's not too clumpy. It's going on fine now. I don't know how it is going to be a month from now when it's sitting in the drawer, how the formula is going to react. Sometimes the formulas tend to change. They do get clumpy, like maybe after the 20th application. But so far, so good. I do like it. It's volumizing, it's lengthening, it's not too much. And let's see how it does on the conditioning, if it really keeps my lashes hydrated, because I am looking for hydration wherever I can find it. All right, so there we go. There's our look for today. I will put everything I use down in the description box below. And if I put anything, any links, my links are always commission free. They're just courtesy links. They're just quick click so you can look at the product, check the price, read the reviews type of links. They're never affiliate. I'm not an affiliate. So they're courtesy links. I will tell you if they're affiliated links, I will always state they're affiliated links in the description box below, but mostly mine are not. So there we go. That's our look for today. It looks pretty good. I'm loving everything I used so far. Thank you so much for watching as always. Click subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos. Click like if you like the content, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.